Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the FACEIT CSGO Contenders League playoffs. My name, as always, is Zeddy, joined alongside Deprive, and we are going into map number 2 on Overpass as St. Clair College takes on the University of Central Florida Black. We're jumping right into game here. The ninth round just resolved, and it is going to be St. Clair starting off on CT on Overpass. Deprive, can you talk to me a little bit about, coming off of that loss from game number 1? What's St. Clair got to do here on this CT side to really get things going for them in this second map?
I mean, CT side is a side advantage for Overpass. You got to take advantage of being on the CT side early in this one and really find yourself an early lead here in this game to help you out when you do transfer to that T side. But overall, a tough start, as UCF Black really dominating this pistol round, leading everything up to Abyss with no armor to his name, just a nade and a defuse kit. Does take down some of these players fairly lit, but he does still have a lot of work to do, trying to find Hollywood and Scammy.
I was going to say, you're talking about an advantage, and I just saw St. Clair lose out on that first battle. I was like, oh, that's not good. That's not a great way to start things off. But Elizabeth's going to go in melee for me, finds the headshot onto Peak, and Hollywood very low. So despite the unfortunate start for St. Clair, he's going to bait the defuse and find the kill. And Abyss comes in absolutely clutch on pistol round. And that's going to be St. Clair winning out on the third pistol round of this series. So far, 100% victory on these pistol rounds for St. Clair.
Yeah, that's huge, man. Like, that is completely huge. Like, just as we were talking about momentum, right, and how St. Clair probably a little down after that loss they just took on their map pick Inferno, you gotta be happy about Abyss, pulling off a 1v3 at the USP on pistol round. Like, no armor to his name, nothing. They knew exactly what Abyss was doing, and he just overruled it. Very good stuff there, and it really does pay off. You do see UCF Black, they do decide to buy here, getting themselves a Galil and 2 AKs. With a MAC 10 as well. But great start there from the Saints as Moz does tag Hollywood down 40.
Can you explain this decision from UCF? Because in the previous map, we saw them, intentionally sack the early round. It's going to be a kill trade going over as Moz. And Moz goes down, but Tyler does find a kill of his own. And now Tyler's going to go down as well. But back to my question, kind of considering the way that UCF played that previous map, how they would intentionally lose those first 3 rounds and then tempo swing. Explain the choice to soft buy here on round number 2.
So the decision there is made by, the Saints. Yes, let's say you do lose that initial pistol round and you're like, okay, we don't have a ton of money. If you don't plant the bomb or don't find, at least 3-4 frags, then you will be like, all right, let's just save. Let's not buy anything so we can buy the next round. However, when you do actually see, like UCF Black last round, they found 4 frags and planted the bomb. So they still made a good amount of money. So they say, oh, wait, we can still get a good enough buy to actually compete with St. Clair here and try to win off on the second round. And that's exactly what's being shown, right? Because now it's a 2v4. St. Clair Saints having a difficult time to close this one out. And, yeah, just like I was talking about right there, right? I mean, it is so big for UCF Black in that first round to get that bomb down and find 4 frags because it does allow them to get the buy that they wanted in the second round.
Yeah, it's definitely a wise decision to take that tempo and, force it. You never want to be giving up rounds for free, so definitely makes a lot of sense. Thank you for clarifying that for all of us, not just me. Smile, I'm doing the best that I can. But however, going into this next round here, St. Clair currently on the pistol round. Back on the pistols rather, against this heavier buy from UCF, and it is going to lead to a very early kill lead as Moish comes up heavy with the 3K, and he's going to find himself a pick off as well, and now Abyss left to be the one man standing again. It is going to be the perfect for UCF, and after that first map, maybe they're just feeling a lot more confident. That's why they're going for these early tempo plays, because that was absolutely brutal for St. Clair.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough there on the boys. You do see a light by here. So the 3 Deagles, the 5.7, and MP9 coming out from the Saints. UCF Black will have their AKs along with the MP9. Gonna look absolutely huge here for UCF Black. Guys, oh my god, you just see Penny mow down 3 in his path. Moz will find that trade, but Killer Orbs finding the last 2. I mean, at least the Saints do find 1 frag there, but at the end of the day, you do drop another round to UCF Black. Going to make things a lot more difficult on yourself, but the Saints will have that ideal full buy here down this time around. I mean, this is going to be one of the more closer rounds. Again, you see Tyler talking in chat, kind of telling these people they look like the baby. But overall, I mean, yeah, that's one thing we're talking about, right? These rifle buy from the Saints. This is going to be a crucial round because they're down 3-1. And if they can win this one, they can actually start to bring this game back a little bit in their favor. But if they lose this one, I really just see the Saints kind of pummeling down to like a 5-1 deficit.
The CSGO players are just a different breed, honestly. Coming off of these rounds, I have to give credit to Tyler, though. I think he started a trend of coming in with these hot aces and perfects, and now everybody wants the cosplay. Everybody wants a little bit of that sauce, but they're just not able to replicate it quite as perfectly. So that is the benefit for St. Clair coming off this game. Doesn't matter how it ends up. Nobody's going to look cleaner than Tyler did on map number 1. That being said, you don't progress in playoffs by looking sweet. You got to get some nice round wins under your belt as well. And so far, UCF is the only team that's been able to do that. As St. Clair really kind of zoned off of this map, 1-3 currently, holding on to that B site. But UCF is starting to make their approach here with 45 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, Penny just gathered a lot of intel there. We'll find Tyler looking for Unicorn Love 2 as well, maybe. And that's actually going to be Scammy able to find chance. Unicorn Love, he does find a refrag with only 4 HP to his name. And actually another one. Unicorn Love going huge there. But yeah, like we were saying, I mean, you do see Penny over here does find that one refrag towards Graffiti, but will immediately get traded out. Scammy going huge to defend this bomb. Say all up to Unicorn Love. Only 4 HP, just too difficult to pull off when that little HP. Gonna result in UCF Black able to find another round. Gonna make things a lot more difficult there on the Saints. Just like I was saying before that round started, must win round there for the Saints. Doesn't come through. UCF Black in great positioning here on overpass.
Yeah, now St. Clair is kind of forced to play on pistols for far longer than they would like to. They've really got to hold things on for themselves a little bit and just wait for that economy to generate back up again. It means they're likely going to be conceding some more rounds. Not an ideal situation for this team as Abyss takes so much damage from the Molly. And now Maul's going to get taken down as well by Hollywood. This is definitely a very awkward map for St. Clair to defend with so many, above ground and below ground angles for UCF to exploit. And so far, like you mentioned, St. Clair typically struggles on this map. It's showing as UCF is really just able to force through on these points.
Yeah, just as we were saying before this map started, you asked me, what do the Saints have to do to overcome that map loss on the previous map? And I said, take advantage of the CT side. And they can't do it. And that's exactly what I was talking about with Overpass being a map they struggle on a little bit more, where UCF Black can really take advantage of it and maybe pull a lead in their favor. And this, that's exactly what I was touching on before this one started. The Saints, to be down 4-1 right now, makes me really concerned moving forward here.
Now UCF starting to make that approach towards B. Haven't quite locked down how they want to play this through. They are going to use that hole through the door and try to maybe get a little bit of an early pick off here if they can try to take down one of those extra members of St. Clair. However, the health bars are so low on the side of the Saints. Everybody on UCF is so full HP. It's a pretty easy push to make, and they are going to take advantage of that as Chance goes down as well. Tyler currently rounding the corner. Unicorn trying to go for the flank, and he's going to get taken down as well. Now St. Clair in a very awkward situation as Tyler goes down in the Abyss, currently walking through the smoke with the pistol in hand. Nothing you're going to be able to find for yourself there, brother. It's UCF moves themselves up forward 5-1 in map number 2.
UCF Black did not take a single point of damage that last round. That was like flawless times 10 right there. You see them, yeah, you can win the game with, win the round, sorry, with all 5 players still standing. But can you win the round with all 5 players still with 100 HP? That's what UCF is doing today. And they really did that against the Saints there. Yeah, mind me, it is a pistol round, so it does make things a little bit more easier to do. But still, I mean, end of the day, it's so difficult to pull something like that off. But St. Clair going to answer back with Moz and Unicorn Love with the off this time around. Pretty different because you typically see Abyss and Chance with it in hand. Really, one thing that is stood out to me with this, Saints Gaming CS roster for the whole season is really not having a dedicated opper. They really flipped that one through a lot of their members, and I think that's what makes it a little bit worrying, but also something good at the same time.
Yeah, it's cool to know that all the players of your team can perform that role if needed, but it does make it a little bit, it's kind of like quantity over quality a little bit in terms of off performance. Tyler going to get tagged down through the door very early on in that skirmish. Is going to be dropped very, very low, around 20, 15 HP. And now, UCF starting to kind of decide which way they want to go here. They've burned about half the clock, and they're going to make that rush very soon. So far, no members of St. Clair willing to make that early peak. They're just going to hold that point very, very slowly. As the artillery starts to come down and those smokes get launched, UCF is going to go in for the push here as they get closer and closer to that A site.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. St. Clair Saints shouldn't be making the peaks at all right now. Maz made that peak and got completely punished for it when he shouldn't. Unicorn Love able to find a little bit of a refrag with this off, but Chance will go down in the process. And that's going to be Unicorn Love with another. Unicorn Love really picking things up here on this overpass game, but still a 2v3. Really hard to break a site with an op, as well with Tyler only at 17 HP to his name. That down. Tyler, last player alive with 17 HP. He's just playing for an exit frag at this point in time.
That was a great 1v1 for Killer Orbs. He just got the quicker flick and was able to find that headshot before Unicorn Love was able to make that takedown. He did manage to get 2 kills for himself in this round, however, as you can see. But not going to mean too much in the grand scheme of things, as Tyler likely going to be forced off this point. He's just going to try to preserve that weapon as well. But UCF starting to move on the hunt as they move off that bomb site. They're going to chase him down, but Tyler seems to be in a decent position right now as he comes crawling around the back end here, just kind of camping out now. That is going to be the end of the round, and he's going to manage to hold on to that weapon. But St. Clair, oh gosh.
Yeah, you can never speak too soon on that, Zeddy. I've seen that happen countless times on the day. I'll be like, oh yeah, he actually does manage to keep that weapon. 30 seconds, like not even 30 seconds later, half a second later, it gets completely shut down. So yeah, I mean, what do you think about that one, Zeddy?
So unlucky, and the immediate timeout coming from St. Clair as Tyler's headset came flying off of his head in rage. Had to go pick that back up. I'm just kidding, of course, but that is so frustrating to witness on stream. Seeing that last second post-game or post-round kill, rather. UCF holding a huge lead currently.
Sometimes I wish we had player cams. I'd love to see a Tyler just whip his head across the room. Like, Tyler, gotta go to the store, get a new headset. But yeah, nonetheless, we are going to be starting off here with our 8th round. UCF Black currently leading 6-1 over the Saints and leading 1-0 in this series. If you are new here, the UCF Black squad did take down the Saints on Inferno previously. And this map is going to come down to, just keeping the Saints season alive. Because, Zeddy, we were talking about this, right? I mean, it all comes down to this. They lose this map, they are done for the season. They are done for the year. And, that's what really has got to put the momentum underneath the Saints right now, is knowing the fact that your season's going to be done unless you can close things out here. But Killer Orbs is not to be stopped with that op.
Yeah, he's doing an incredible job with it. He's going to get taken down by Tyler, gets the refrag, but Moish coming in, gets the double. Now Moss in the 1v2 situation. He's going to get tagged down. Moish finds his foot. That is going to end up the round as UCF keeps this lead going and going. St. Clair finally going to be able to make some buys here as they are sitting on a decent amount of money. But look at those bank accounts from UCF. They are currently on a full buy, sitting on over 10K on most of their bank accounts. This is absolutely horrifying for St. Clair. They need to not just win 1, but like 3 or 4 consecutive rounds if they even want to get a foothold back in this game.
Yeah, completely agree with that one there. And so here we go. We do see the St. Clair Saints down 7-1. Looking to pull off a little bit of a new round here. And the AUG coming up from Tyler. We saw him pop off with the previous, so let's see what he can do with this one. He does take Penny down real weak for Unicorn Love to finish that kill. Moz finds one, but Unicorn Love and Moz instantly getting traded out. So now we see a 3v3 in play here. Health advantage is in the favor of the Saints. That is something to look forward to. Abyss going to be the man with the op in hands this time around. But overall, yeah, like we were saying, Tyler actually got Chance going to run into Hollywood here. Hollywood back turned, and Chance going to find that kill. Going to make things a 3v2 here on a Scammy and Killer Orbs.
That nice player advantage for St. Clair and a health advantage as well, as Troke did get dropped pretty low. He's tagged down about half of his HP. St. Clair can kind of play this slowly. Tyler actually managing to find that kill into Troke Peak, and this is absolutely massive for St. Clair. They have vision on the bomb. It's a 3v1 situation. 45 seconds remaining on the clock, and Killer Orbs is going to try to go hero mode as he forces through the smoke, but his back's turned to Chance, and Chance going to find his second kill of the round in the exact same fashion, finding those exposed backs of UCF, and that is going to put St. Clair back on the board, moving into round 10.
I have no clue why he even did that. I mean, if you're Killer Orbs, like, you run away, save that op. Like, I don't care how much money you have. Look at it. If he saved that op, he'd be sitting around like that $10,000 marker right now. But nope, he's down to 3,200. And that op, like I was saying, like, what are you going to do? You're going to run through that smoke and win a 1v3 when they know exactly where that bomb is. They know exactly where you have to go. It just makes things a little Pause. Finds a nice early pick and trades some shots on the Penny to start things off.
Yeah, good pick for Moz. Let's get a little bit of damage through the doorway. And now Clair holding a good stronghold on B side. Currently, the forces of UCF are a little bit split. They've got one member in the back and 3 pushing onto B with the bomb very far back. They are going to get some damage onto Moz through the doorway. Nice little shot. I believe that was from Scammy. They're going to push forward, and now Clair has to hold onto this B side, hold that high ground, and maintain that positional advantage. It's going to be, I believe, Tyler through the door. They are going to spot out his footsteps and deal about 50% of his health as well. And Clair taking a lot of free damage. In fact, Unicorn is going to get dropped, but Chance finds the refrag onto Hollywood. Now UCF just needs to get themselves onto this point.
Yeah, 3v3. Going to be against Scammy, Penny, and Killer Orbs versus Tyler, Moz, and Abyss. But Moz gonna fall. Tyler gonna find one. Sorry, Abyss gonna find that one. Abyss finds another. Abyss almost looking for the third. The off gonna be off to Tyler, and with his AUG, the bomb's down. I mean, Tyler, you can just sit in the smoke realistically. I don't know why you're pushing, man. It hurts my feelings. I don't like it. Oh my god! You see Killer Orbs last round push through a smoke, loses up. Tyler, you think you learn your lesson, man? You think you could, you have the bomb down. You would have heard if he goes to plant it, so you don't really have to get aggressive there. Tyler really could have played that one a lot slower and could have paid off for him, but at the end of the day, it's going to be UCF Black.
Twice that round. That round, Clair peeking a little bit too early and get punished for it. Now Unicorn Love kind of doing the same thing, but he is going to manage to find that refrag onto Penny. However, Clair getting absolutely demolished here as UCF just hard forces onto B. They are going to get the plant. Moz and Abyss in the back deciding how they want to play this. It's a 2v4. They want to move in here, but Moz already tagged down so low. Needs to get the jump onto UCF. They know where the bomb is. They have sights on the bomb, but the smoke is still down. It's just far too dangerous to push forward. UCF with a huge round advantage. Clair wants to get themselves back on the board. As Moz gets taken down, Abyss in the 1v4, and I believe the call is just going to be to hold on to that weapon. He's going to get spotted out, however, by the op, and Killer Orbs, again, coming up huge with the sniper. It's going to be absolutely massive for UCF as they push this to 9-2.
Yeah, you're talking about holding that weapon, but he was just not in a position to try and save that weapon. I mean, like, just where he was.
It was very dangerous. It was more wishful thinking than anything, if I'm being honest. It's not a strategic call.
At least he found the frag. Like that's the best thing to see from Abyss there. At least he does find a little bit more money there with that frag. But you do see Chance buy out full, and all the rest of them save at least 2,000, which makes me think there's a little bit of a miscommunication going on between the Saints here now.
I mean, at this point, I think Clair, it's you're so far behind, and this is a match point game. Really, like, everything rides on this game. There's a lot of high stress, high nerves, and on the one hand, you can see a team, really playing patiently and playing disciplined and trying to get something out of it. But if that's not working, sometimes the Hail Mary is exactly what you need to go for. So no disrespect from us here on the caster's desk. We want to see our Saints perform, and good efforts from them all around here as they start to defend this A side push. A good switch up from UCF as they move on to this point. Chance getting tied down inside the smoke. It's going to force his way through, and Moish is going to take him down before he can muscle over. And Moish finding the nice cleanup onto Unicorn Love. Actually, it's Hollywood is going to be the one to round that kill out for himself. Killer Orbs coming up huge with the sniper, the headshot onto Moz as he's crouching. And now Tyler, the 1v5 situation with the pistol. He's going to get taken down as well. And UCF is just running away with this game.
Yeah, for sure. 10-2 lead here. If the Saints want to stay in this one, honestly, they got to win the next 3 rounds. Like, it's just so unfeasible to see the Saints pull off a comeback. Like, yes, I've seen crazier comebacks. I'd never want to call the game earlier said than done, but just difficult, in this point of time because, you're down 10-5. Even if you do find these next 3 rounds, it is still such a long way to go, considering that UCF Black will be moving to the CT side, a more favored side on this map.
It's definitely difficult for Clair. We're aware of the situation, but all we can do is kind of hope that we're going to get more gameplay to watch. Of course, this is the best of 3. If Clair can win this one out, we will be going off to our 3rd map. Have to check what that is again.
That's going to be Mirage.
Mirage. Okay, we would be going to Mirage if Clair is able to win this one. And Abyss really wants to see that map. You can see in the way he forces that 2K. However, he's going to get refragged down. Tyler and Unicorn left in the 2v3 situation here. And this round, as you mentioned, it's super crucial for Clair and already coming down to the player deficit. However, Killer Orbs did get tagged down quite a bit.
Yeah,
St. Clair coming up huge with the 1 kill, but he's just going to get taken down by Moist. And now Choke Peak and Moist burst Unicorn in this 1v2. The bomb is already planted, and Unicorn scared to find a way in. I don't even know how he would try to do this. He needs to play it very, very slowly, watching those fights. He got eyes on Choke Peak, but Choke Peak wins out on the 1v1. It's absolutely horrible for St. Clair.
Yeah, not a good outcome for the Saints. You know, just as I was saying, they need to be winning these last 3 rounds or so, and it just doesn't seem like that's happening as UCF tacks another one onto their tally, currently sitting at 11 of these rounds over to 2 of Saints. So, I mean, Saints right now only winning about, 2 out of 13 rounds. Not really a good ratio whatsoever. So they're really looking to fix that one here moving forward. And Moist, though, just going to punish Moz for getting a little aggressive.
Oh.
Through the wall. Penny going to clean up that kill. Now a 3v3, though.
Yeah, absolutely massive for Unicorn as he finds the flank, gets the 2K. Moist is going to clean him up through the wall, however. So top fragger on the side of UCF versus Tyler and Chance. Definitely doable for St. Clair, but Moist is shown to be a formidable opponent as he forces his way through. He's going to get spotted down by Tyler, and St. Clair finally going to get themselves back on the board. 3-11, 1 round out from halftime.
Yeah, just the hardest thing here to see from the Saints is, right, like, this is the thing. You see 9 kills from Abyss is the top fragger from the Saints right now, right? But you look at this side of UCF, you're going against 13, 15, 16, 15. Like, you have 4 players and the other team dropping double digits. At this point in time, the Saints are just getting out-fragged. And Unicorn Love actually accidentally gets right-clicked in the back from one of his teammates early in this round. Going to cause him 61 HP already. That is not a great start from the Saints, considering their position right now.
Yeah, you can't really afford mechanical errors, and the game state is just so difficult. Tyler going to take that headshot down from Penny. It's going to mean St. Clair losing one of their stronger performing members already in such a dire situation. Now a 3 versus 5 as UCF able to force their way. I believe they're going to make the push onto FACEIT this time around. That Molly does come down to it. Buy St. Clair a little bit of time as I get repositioned here, and you can see holding that doorway. They're going to move forward in a little bit. Try to see if they can get an early pick on UCF as they make this movement forward. No reads currently coming down yet. That player currently around the wall. That is going to be Moz. Moz finds 1. Can he find a second? That's the 2K for Moz. Looking for the 3rd. Gets quite a little bit of damage onto Choke Peak, but Choke Peak is going to win out on the battle. Now 2 versus 3 for St. Clair as the bomb does get planted. Abyss is in the right spot, but the smoke is currently obscuring his vision. He's not able to get onto this point. Killer Orbs is going to go down to Abyss as a Chance finds the kill as a Choke Peak in the back in the 2 versus 1 situation now onto Penny. St. Clair might just be able to get this defuse off for free. And Abyss comes up absolutely huge for his team as St. Clair moving up to 4-11 to round out the half.
Yeah, huge there for the Saints to put themselves in this position. It's still a long way to go, though. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. There is still a long way to go for the Saints, especially considering, I feel like I've brought this up several times throughout the course of this game. But with UCF Black going to the CT side of things now, right? Moving over to the CT side, provides even a little bit more of an oomph for UCF Black to find these rounds. Going to make things even more difficult on the Saints. And I think this pistol round is going to be absolutely crucial to the Saints comeback. I mean, if they don't win this pistol round, I really just do not see really kind of that much hope for them going forward. Well, Unicorn Love going to get shut down Abyss there with an early trade.
Well, St. Clair has shown to be pretty strong on these pistol rounds, so even though it's a rough start, it's definitely not counting them out of the running yet. Currently, they've won basically every pistol round up to this point. This might be the first one they lose, however, as Tyler, in a 1 versus 3 situation, Penny is very low. You can find that pick, transition that into a little bit of a lead here. You can see Penny camping out. He does get vision onto Tyler, gets that first tag down, so Tyler now has vision on him, but he can't push forward. He knows it's a 1 versus 3 scenario. That grenade coming in too does just shoot barely over Tyler. Isn't going to actually connect onto him. Now Tyler trying to move forward here, get that first shot down. He does spot out Hollywood on the back, but he is going to get a little bit more damage there as he rounds the corner. This is a very dangerous situation for Tyler. He needs to get onto this point. He needs to see if he can get that bomb, but he's going to get taken down with a headshot from Choke Peak. And you said St. Clair had to win the pistol round, and unfortunately for them, UCF is going to come up absolutely massive, 12-4 now to start off the halftime.
See, the reason I say that now is because, look at it. St. Clair not able to afford 1 rifle and no util. You need either util or a rifle on the T side if you want to break through a site, because, taking a site requires either, a flash, a smoke, something to block off the enemy team's vision, or requires, some sort of rifle to be able to just find that one-tap headshots, whatever it may be. But, without those, going to make things way harder on them, especially when you already see a 4v3 in favor of UCF Black.
It was good from Tyler, however, to find that pickup onto Pennies, but at least they don't get nothing in return. Maz is going to find the pickup onto Moish as well. St. Clair, Unicorn Love popping off out. Absolutely insane. In the 2 versus 1 situation, the bomb, currently nobody is holding on to it. I believe UCF, it actually got planted. I completely missed out that plant onto A side. They are going to push forward, and St. Clair finds the victory despite having the weaker economy, coming up big in this round, going 5-12 now for St. Clair.
Huge round one there for the Saints. Huge. They didn't have that util to break through a site, and that play right there that they just pulled off is called a Mac 10 rush, where everybody on the team buys a Mac 10, completely floods through a site, wins all of their duels, just by W keying, running straight at your enemies on holding down your mouse button as soon as you see an enemy in your sight. So that is going to be a round there for the Saints. Still a lot of work to do, though. You will be going into UCF Black Force Spy. You see Penny CS with the Negev, and I mean, that is something you do not see often. Hollywood finding an early Deagle frag makes things a little worrisome here for the Saints, considering, the Saints have such an eco advantage, but already losing 2 players to this Deagle, not a great start.
Yeah, Hollywood finding 2 headshot kills to round things
out.
Oh my God. It's going to be the takedown into Unicorn, as well as Hollywood gets the massive flick to help things up. Now Abyss in the 1v1 is going to push up onto Hollywood. He's not going to let him get the 4K. He is going to push forward. Now it's actually a 1v1 situation. St. Clair managed to find 3 kills. It was just too busy getting hyped over Hollywood's play. But it is going to be a 1v1 situation, and Abyss tries to move forward here. Doesn't currently have the bomb in hand. He is going to go and retrieve that. With 50 seconds left on the clock, there is plenty of time for Abyss to actually find this plant. If he can get that bomb down, might be able to not get that positional advantage and force that play onto Moish.
If you're Moish here, you got to be searching for a weapon on the ground. It is absolutely huge for Moish right now, right? You'd much rather go against Abyss with, an AK, a Galil, just anything other than a Deagle at this point in time, even an SMG, whatever you can find, try to use that to your advantage. But it really just looks like Moish not really that concerned about it, really looking to find these Deagle headshots. He hasn't found a frag yet this round. Hollywood and Scammy were the main ones to do that to open things up. But Abyss going to have pretty much this whole A site for free. Moish is going to get intel of that as he hears the smoke pop. But overall, this bomb going down. Abyss, now all you have to do is playing defense with this AK against Moish and his deal. He does spot Moish, so that is the play actually read here now. And Moish actually pushed out, looking to find Abyss here. Gets aggressive on the play. Abyss by my box. Shot, and he is teabagging Abyss. Oh no, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Not a great way to come out of that round. He is going to get the defuse, however.
Shooting bodies, man.
Just painful. Sad to watch. Tyler with the sad face. We agree, Tyler. That was very sad. Yeah, I mean, it's a round win, but now it's hard to feel good about it. Now I'm just angry. Now I'm just upset.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, UCF Black up 13-5. The Saints really struggling to find a round here. And now they're in a position where UCF Black has so many rounds that Saints are just force buying every single round because they can't afford to save. So if you look at this buy, it's mangled. You got 2 Mac 10s, a Galil, a UMP, and an AK with, half util and armor. I mean, you never really see a buy like that unless you're a team in the position of what St. Clair is in right now. But they do a good job opening things up with Tyler and Chance finding some frags, Abyss finding another one there, making things a 3v2, and it actually does give them now 2 AKs and a Galil.
You can see kind of the way St. Clair was just charging onto Moish after that last round, really trying to get that revenge kill. And they are able to secure it, and the bomb does come down as Abyss secures the plant. Now Troke Peak in the 1v3 situation, he's full HP. It still has decent artillery, but Abyss going to come up massive in the 1v1, and it is going to be St. Clair pushing this to a 6-13 game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've been saying this for the last 10 rounds, but they still got a lot of work to do. I mean, I just never want to really get ahead of myself here because, I mean, it's just still a difficult task.
Nah, come on, man. Get hyped.
Get hyped, yeah.
Feel good about it.
Well, they are in a good position now because UCF Black really only has pistols alongside Moish's M4, and they are going to be force buying here. So if Saints can even win this round, and they do have the advantage to win this round, they'll be actually putting UCF Black on a save, and they do a great job taking out Moish. That's the M4 down already.
Beautiful pick from Chance to find that early takedown. Chance now kind of trying to hold this early push as he goes forward. Tyler finding a headshot onto Troke Peak as well. It's going to be Hollywood rounding the corner here. He's going to find the 1v1 onto Moz with the pistol and win out on the duel there. Then Clair does have to plant down onto B, however. UCF in a very awkward situation as they need to push through 4 members. Once that bomb has already been planted down, and Chance going to come up massive, find his second headshot of the round. He is going to get refragged by Penny. Now UCF pushing in closer and closer to this point. They're going to have to slow things down. That Molotov comes out, but doesn't really find too much, and Abyss is going to be able to punish Penny for that overextension. And it's just Killer Orbs in the back. They have sights on him, and St. Clair is going to take him out and push this to a 7-13 game.
Yeah, and this really, honestly, in my eyes, is going to go to 13-8 in just a moment here because, I mean, UCF Black, absolutely no money to buy anything right now. You see Penny, he's going to spend 200, and Hollywood spends 200. They buy a Flash and a Zeus. Nothing else other than that. So the Saints should be coming out here with a round win this time around, and that makes us a lot better position for them. You know, they went down from 13-6, trailing by 7, now looking to go down 13-8, only by 5. Makes it look a lot better for the Saints. Great start there from Tyler, finding 2 early frags.
Oh, they're just spoon-feeding him kills at this point. As Tyler going to walk through, trying to find that 3K, playing it very tight around the corner. He's going to get tagged down, but he's going to find the third with a pistol, going in with the knife. He's going to get punished, however, as Tyler manages to find a triple kill, and the St. Clair is able to get this plant down onto B. UCF in a horrible position to actually contest this, and this should be the round going St. Clair's way, as you mentioned. Very good tempo play for St. Clair.
Yeah, you're going to see Penny fall off and save that AK so we can have it going into this next round. Killer Orbs just looking for a little bit of a frag himself, but Unicorn Love will be there to shut him down. The Saints do have a little bit of extra money here. You could see them go hunting, but not too sure really what we're going to see here in a second. It's going to be all up to, Moz, their IGL, to truly call that strat out and see what they want to do with it. But it really does look like, the Saints not really too concerned about hunting down that player. More or less at this point in time, just happy they're kind of starting to get some rounds under their belt and seeing if they can keep things up.
Really good for St. Clair as they're able to tighten up this round lead. A much better performance than what we saw in game number 1. We talked about how this is a map that they typically struggle on, and round 1, or the first half rather, seemed to kind of demonstrate that. But so far, really excellent performance from St. Clair.
Yeah, completely agree there on that one. And now you do see the 4 rifles and SMG come out from the UCF Black going against the 5 rifles from St. Clair. But Moz says, not today. We are not going home quite yet. Pays off as he finds 2 frags early. Moish going to take down Chance. And now Unicorn Love able to find one as well. Looking good for the Saints here. Looking to tack on another round to their tally.
Yeah, that Molly comes down, but a little bit of a misread is UCF coming in from a completely different angle. They did just zone them off that point, so they are able to make this loop around here. But no contact with that artillery. And now the grenades start coming down onto A as St. Clair wants to make this approach. That second Molotov going to hold off that main doorway, and that is going to zone off Killer Orbs from the point. This is going to allow Unicorns to get that plant. Now St. Clair in a 4v2 situation. Moz, however, is very low. They have to play this a little bit carefully. That artillery is going to come down as Tyler finds the pick onto Hollywood, and this should be free for St. Clair as they move in on the 4v1. Just trying to find that angle, see if they can catch out this last player who's currently on the run away, and I believe he managed to get his way out, but St. Clair will likely be on the hunt soon if that bomb has come down already. See if they can pick him up and take away that weapon. He's currently sitting on $50, not a lot of money in the bank. If they can steal that weapon away, it'd be absolutely massive for St. Clair, and they're starting to go on the hunt. But I believe...
No, they won't find him.
Yeah, you told me not to say it, so I was scared to say it, but I believe Killer Orbs is going to be able to hide away here. Get out of this round, and that is going to be St. Clair taking the round victory, but Killer Orbs will manage to hold on to that rifle.
Yeah, he was in a fairly good spot there. Saints not really able to find him, spot him out, and find that refrag, but they do find another round, which, definitely more important than finding that frag there to finish things off. You will see this out of UCF. They're going to buy a few deagles, a shotgun to join on Killer Orbs AK, a couple pieces of util, and some armor. But the Saints, still a tremendous advantage here in this round going against these pistols. And that's actually going to be a chance, though, falling to that AK from Killer Orbs right away. Killer Orbs actually going to toss this AK to Moish. because Killer Orbs does not want to have it in hand with only 8 HP to his name. Moish gonna find another one with that. Penny finds one with his shotgun. That leaves everything up to 2 Saints players, and that is gonna be Moz and Tyler.
Yeah, Penny swapped the shotgun out for the AK, so now it has that rifle and he's going to be able to do a lot of work with it. Tyler has an AK of his own. He's going to a little bit closer to this point. See if he can maybe get himself another pick or two. They know where the bomb is, and you can see the way they're positioned around that bomb. He's going to get the jump onto Troke Peak, but that is going to give away his position, and now Tyler has to be very careful. He approaches this point 1 versus 2. Rounding this corner, he knows that members are going to be camping out right around that bunker, and you can see them through the wall. We've got the map hacks, but he doesn't. He has to play very, very slowly here. Gonna whip out some of that artillery, get the nice bounce off the wall. But still very dangerous for Tyler. And with 45 seconds remaining, he needs to play very carefully.
Oh, the boost. Yeah, so they boosted up above that concrete wall, but Tyler had a good idea in his mind, right? At the end of the day, like, he literally picked up that bomb, sent out the smoke to make it look like he was going to continue to play B, and it looked like he was going to wrap A. Would have been a very smart play and would have really caught UCF Black off guard. However, that boost from UCF Black going to come out and it lets them gather that intel to shoot him down. So we do still see the 5 rifle buy coming from the Saints, but UCF Black now at the 14-point marker, making things a lot more difficult there on the Saints.
And that Molotov doing a great job of zoning Chance off the points, and Abyss is going to get taken down very early in this round. However, the refrag comes out as Moz, Tyler, and Chance all find himself a kill. Chance is going to get taken down, however, by Moist, so now 3v2 situation for St. Clair with Moz very low. Effectively a 2v2. And still no bomb has been planted. However, Unicorn Love is going to go and pick that one up. I believe he's going to regroup with his team here. They might make that push onto A side. Looks like that's how they're posturing. So far, the A side push has gone pretty well for St. Clair in this game.
UCF is ready for it, though. You see Scammy kind of rotate over onto the site. He's going to peek in a second. Going to get some intel for himself. Finds that weak player, Moz. Makes things a 2v2. Like you said, practically a 2v2. All it took was 1 bullet to take down Moz there. Does make things a 2v2 here now. And that is so much intel because UCF Black now can kind of just be playing this site how they want. But they actually think this is going B. UCF Black is rotating B.
Absolutely massive for St. Clair as that rotation comes out from UCF. They might be able to go for the plant. However, Unicorn Love still on the bottom side.
They are going B. Oh my god.
And now is the fake out. They kind of baited it out. Now they are actually going to make that commitment onto B after.
Going back A.
Oh my god. I can't. I'm going to stop calling things out. I'm just going to wait to see what happens. Let's just watch, Jackson. Let's just watch. Let's just see what happens.
Let's just not do our job. Let's just sit here and watch.
It's a group watch. We're just gonna watch this game together, and once the team sorts it out, then we'll be able to call it down. And it is going to be the A side push, the original call it, of course. And now that 2v1 on the spot, they do manage to get the bomb planted down. So this is actually a really big advantage for St. Clair. Get this nice defensive positioning, and they are gonna go. Unicorn is gonna peek, and he's gonna win out on the 1v1 against Moist. It's absolutely huge. Tyler and Unicorn versus Troke Peak in the 2v1. The smoke just cleared up. Troke Peak is going to have to make a movement for that bomb momentarily as that artillery comes down. There's the Molotov zoning off, but it's in the wrong place. And Tyler with a flank headshot to push his team to 10-round wins.
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. When we went into the half, I mean, I wasn't really anticipating the Saints to even have 10 rounds on the board throughout this one, to be completely honest, because it just looks so rough, especially with them going on T side, just make things really worrisome for me. But to have them be able to pull this one back, and look at UCF Spy, like the Saints might be able to take this one here to the distance, right? Like it's 14-10 right now. It's looking like it will hopefully head to 14-11 because of the buy from UCF Black, Unicorn Love, and Abyss. They're able to find chance of trades, and that's at so many frags. Yeah, now look like that, so quick of a round. UCF Black now only winning by 3, right? Like the Saints only trailing by 3. Makes things a little bit more concerning for UCF Black. Now, if you're in the hands of UCF, you probably start to get a little bit worried.
Yeah, I mean, I think UCF was for funning it a little bit. We saw some questionable things, questionable decisions being made, but now it's actually starting to potentially threaten this victory as St. Clair closes this gap, moving it up to an 11-round, a 3-round gap rather. Just 2 rounds out, or 4 rounds out actually, from making this a tie game. Very dangerous situation for both of these teams. You know, it could really go either way at this point, and St. Clair has shown that, you know, they're able to actually find wins on this map when it matters, and if they can push this just a little bit farther, they could be able to actually take the map altogether.
Yeah, and that was a huge util right in the opening push on Killer Orbs to take him so weak. Gonna help out Chance with that frag. There is going to be Moish there finding that refrag, and he actually going to send a nade on short. That's going to really do some damage to Abyss and Tyler. Tyler going to fall. Abyss only at 64 HP. Now a 2v4 here for the Saints. UCF Black looking to take this one on a match point. And I mean, Abyss now got himself in a 1v4 to try to stop that from happening, but just going to be so much work to do for Abyss. Like, yes, we've seen it happen before, but just really kind of unfeasible at this point in time.
Wish with the 3K currently looking for the 4th. Abyss is going to find the pick onto Hollywood, so he's going to be able to trim that down 1 to 3. He has the bomb in hand. He's currently sitting on that B side. UCF has their forces a little bit split. They've got 2 on B, 1 on A. And if Abyss can make his way onto this point, he's going to bait out some gunfire and try to force UCF off this point a little bit. But with only 20 seconds remaining and they know he's so close to the point, I think they're just going to converge onto B, and that is going to be the call as all 3 members move back. Abyss in a true 1v3 situation. He is going to find the pickup onto Penny. Regroup as he gets that reload in with 10 seconds remaining. Can he make the plants? He's going to have to go for it. He's going to fake it out, but Moist is going to get the jump on him, and that is going to be the round going to UCF. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to match point on Overpass.
Yeah, the Saints, they will have a bye. That is the one thing to look forward to. You do see the 5 AKs come out from them and a timeout from the Saints. We like to see that as well because typically after they call their timeouts, they come out looking a little bit stronger, more organized, whatever it may be. Look at the side of UCF Black, 4 M4s, 5 M4s, sorry, 4 M4s and an AK. But yeah, like this is kind of what it's concerning, right? Very even buys. If you have to give a favorite in this round, it's got to be to UCF Black just because they're on the defense side of things, right? Where, they can, kind of sit in their positions. It's not up to them to make the move, where the Saints actually have to make the move here. It's going to make things a little bit more difficult on the Saints.
Everything comes down to this for St. Clair. This is the last round potentially of the map and would be the season as well. They have to come up huge if they don't want it to be over, and everything is riding on this. St. Clair moving up this hallway here. We can see Moz going in underground, trying to be that entry fragger, trying to get some vision for his team, and maybe he's get that intel in. See if they can find that early pick. Abyss is going to get tagged down, but he's going to find that first pick up onto Penny. There's the 2K onto Troke. Now St. Clair with a huge man advantage, 5 to 3 currently. As they get closer and closer to that B side, there's going to be Chance going to pick up that bomb. I believe, actually, the rest of his team is posturing around A. Might make that coordinated push. They have the man advantage, and even though UCF has that CT advantage, very difficult for them to zone St. Clair off this push now.
Yeah, for sure. And, it's going to really come down to Moish here, huge. And that's actually Hollywood, never mind, finds one. But Chance immediately there for the refrag. Now makes things a 2v4.
Nice.
Moz finds a player, Con. Killer Orbs, last player remaining, and he is going to be right in Tyler's sights, ready to go. Tyler going to send another molly, really just pushes him down, stops that push from being possible. Now results in Killer Orbs rotating back, sees there's a smoke there, can't push out there either. Tyler just waiting for this push from Killer Orbs coming through bank, and he's going to read it like a book. Tyler finding that frag, 15-12. St. Clair Saints need to find the next 3 rounds to force OT here against UCF Black in map 2 of lower round 2 playoffs.
All right, I want to get hyped, but if we've got 3 more rounds of this, I'm scared I'm going to lose my voice, so I'm going to try.
It's a pistol round from UCF, though.
It's absolutely easy for St. Clair, then we can hopefully.
Hey,
All right. I didn't say anything. It's, oh, God, it's so hard to win. Oh, no. How is St. Clair going to come out on top? But we've seen them win in harder rounds, and I can have faith in the boys to pull this one together. 12 to 15 in this game. As you mentioned, 3 rounds up from OT. With 5 rifles on the side of St. Clair versus entirely pistols on the side of UCF Black. You can't help but think there's got to be an advantage for St. Clair in this round.
Oh, for sure. And you're really just kind of hoping that these UCF Black Deagles just don't completely pop off if you're from the side of the Saints, right? You just want to really avoid scamming Moish and Hollywood finding those headshots. But, I mean, this is a lot of control over the B site already for the Saints. So they're going to get this down. Tyler finds the opening 3 kills.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no. Abyss. You leave it for him, man.
They just spoon-feed it to him at this point. Tyler just eating up those kills. It's going to be a 4K for him. Nearly his 3rd ace of the match. St. Clair still very much in this game.
Yeah, I completely. And you know what? Really didn't look like it was that case after the first half, but here we go. You actually do see the Saints really coming huge here. Now, I'd say this is the biggest round for the Saints if they are going to, really try to force this overtime and come out with a win here. It's really going to come down to this round here. The 5 rifles in hand going against the other 5 rifles. Very even by from each team, like exactly identical from each team. And now let's see just how it plays out. That's the question at hand here.
Yeah, it's very big for St. Clair because if they can win this round, not only are they winning rifle v rifle, but they're also forcing UCF into an awkward situation where they basically have to full buy with no
Mhm.
economy.
Yeah,
Really crucial round for St. Clair.
for sure. That's exactly what I was touching on, why this round is so crucial. But just like that, they're at a 3v4 player deficit early in this one. Yes, Penny is lit, but the frag is not coming through. Abyss searching for something here on this B side. He does see a couple players cross down in the pit. Too much intel for him, but does get that at least. And now we do see Abyss just continue to hold this position in short, but UCF Black, they are not going to play into Abyss's tricks. They're just going to play it slow. There's no reason to push Abyss here, so they are not going to do so. Do still see a 3v4 in play here as Abyss continues to challenge this and short. He looks to get a little aggressive here. He actually does, so will it pay off? He gets intel that the one player is left side Graffiti. Tyler, going to go down though.
Oh, this is really dangerous for St. Clair. Abyss in a 1v4 situation. He's currently on the site, but no bomb in hand. Gonna wait for Moist to peek in this corner. He's gonna get the takedown onto Moist. Currently has vision on all the members of UCF, and they know where he is as well, but that is gonna be the kill for Killer Orbs as Abyss peeks to the left and gets taken out when he's not looking. UCF Black coming up huge in game number 2, and that's gonna be the 2-0 to the University of Central Florida. What a crazy series.
Yeah, completely crazy series. That second map, I was very, very, like invested that the Saints were going to really kind of working on pulling off that comeback. Isn't the case. You do see CF Black manage to close it out, but honestly, with the score line we saw at half, you kind of hope that UCF Black can close it out at that point, right? Because I mean, if you can't, like that, there's an issue there. So, but overall, the Saints, they will shut things down. Very good stuff from them to, make that good effort. You got to keep your head high where you can and, really look at the silver linings of things on how the Saints, they did still find those rounds even after. And one thing that I really do think the Saints, they kind of got them on that roll of finding these rounds, as soon as the guy from UCF Black Moist started shooting the body, I mean, the Saints just looked like a different team. If only they could have got that underneath them a little bit earlier in this match.
That's very unfortunate for St. Clair. Of course, it's a tough way to go down to the end of the season, but there's lots of good things to hold on to coming off of this game. Either with all of the clips back to back to back, the double ace into the 4K on overpass as well. Incredible performance from him all series, and really to the rest of the Saints members for enabling each other to actually find these pop off moments. It is a team game at the end of the day. We can highlight individual players, but in general, St. Clair had an excellent performance. And if you are going to lose a 2-0, at least give it a hard fought battle on that second map, especially considering how we kind of predicted overpass to go. It's much tighter than I expected it to be.
Oh, for sure. Completely agree with that one. But guys, that is actually going to wrap up our whole CSGO season for the year. And, it was a good run. The boys played some good games. They played some bad games. And they came out ultimately placing top 24 in the Contenders League. Not bad, respectable placing out of 40 teams, placing top 24. You're still in, the upper half kind of thing. So good stuff there from the boys and that side of things. And from our production side of things, let's give a quick little shout out to our sponsors. We would not be able to put on this production scene without them. Huge shout out to St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, the Zekelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC. Like I was saying, wouldn't be possible to put on this production without them, or you viewers as well would not be able to do this without having you guys tuning in. And Zeddy, you got anything else to touch on, man?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a few more announcements to make. Obviously, that is the end of our CSGO season for the year, but it is not the end of the season for the rest of our varsity teams. If you want to take a look at that schedule, see what we've got coming up down the line. Wednesday at 5 p.m., it is going to be Rocket League on the official NECC channel. So make sure to tune into that. Going into Thursday at 8 p.m., some Rocket League in the Play versus League. And on Friday, 8 p.m., the Hearthstone team back in the TESPA Collegiate Championship. We saw a rough loss last weekend, but hopefully we can make that up for them this weekend. I'll be there again on stream, so make sure to tune into that. And Saturday, 5 p.m., some Overwatch in the Play versus League, followed by Sunday at 9 p.m., so the official NACE Esports broadcast for Fortnite. So plenty of action still here for the Saints, so make sure to come and support the rest of our teams as they round out their seasons as well.
Yeah, for sure, indeed there. Now, Saints, if you want to get some nice gear like this jacket I got on right now, looking very beautiful, very comfy, Saints Gaming by Acquire Apparel. It is looking fantastic. And man, oh man, do we ever have it all. Shirts, jerseys, sweaters, jackets, masks, whatever you would think of, we got acquire.com/Saints. Sorry, acquire.ca /Saints. But yeah, overall, we do see that St. Clair apparel come through. Very comfy, looks very nice. And if you do want to rep your school, if you're a St. Clair student, or if you just want to rep the squad, you like watching the streams, you like tuning in, you like the apparel, whatever it may be, very nice quality, looks very nice, feels very nice. I know that we can all confirm that, Zeddy. And I mean, I don't know if there's anything else for us to really touch on here besides it was a great season run. They had some wins, they had some losses. You know, like you were saying, not the end of the season for all of our other teams. We still have a lot of action coming your guys' way later this week. And I think I've kind of covered everything here. And unless you got anything else to say.
No, man, I appreciate you joining me on the desk tonight. And of course, a big shout out to Mr. Danners for being here every single day of the week and allowing, people like me and Jackson to actually get up on stream and, get some casts in. So obviously, big thank you to our production team, of course. And we love having these opportunities. So big thank you to our production team, to our sponsors, and of course to our viewers for coming and supporting the teams tonight. We love having you in chat. Always a fun time on stream. With that being said, my name, as always, is Zeddy, joined alongside the Pride. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's CSGO Contenders League Championship game, and we hope to see you for the next stream.